Jobe, captain again this season, a bit of an expanded leadership group below you.
Yeah, there is. We've three new additions to the leadership group, which is fantastic. So, I think Chappie obviously brings a huge amount of experience, and after a year at the club, I think the players saw that and wanted to include him into the leadership group. Zaka, who's back in the leadership group, which is great for him, and also Hooksy. You saw the development on field and his performance levels last year, but I think he's really grown as a leader, and I know that a lot of guys were really keen to have him in the leadership group, and I think he'll add a really great dimension to the group.
On Hooksy, obviously he's down in that back end of the ground. He's the only defender in that group. Do you think that helps in terms of having some voice out on the field?
I think it's important. Yeah, I think you need representation all over the field, and I think that it was sort of one of the areas that we really concentrated on about getting the back six to be vocal, and I think those guys, the more they played with each other, the more confident they got. They started to get a really established back six, and you saw the way in which they played and the level at which they played it at. And I know Hooksy sort of got the accolades with his All-Australian, which was well deserved, but the level in which Baggers played at, and Hurls went down there and felt a lot more comfortable. Michael Hibberd was there for a huge part of it. Obviously Fletcher's been there for a long time as well. Hopefully Courtney was able to play more football down there this year. So I think that it's become a really settled part of our ground, and it's great to have representation in the leadership group.
You touched on Zaka as well. It was obviously pretty tough for him when he went out of the leadership group, and he publicly made that known. Does it make you happy to see the way he sort of bounced back from that and taken on board the feedback he got from the players?
I think it's important. Anytime, everyone is always sort of seeking feedback, and the only way you ever get better is by listening to feedback from other people and then doing something about it. And it's shown that he's been able to, been given some things that they need to work on. He's done that, and then the players felt as if they wanted him in the leadership group. So it's a credit to him being able to do that, and also I suppose the ability for the playing group to be honest with each other, and the players are prepared to take that feedback on and then do something about it.
What about yourself? Where do you sort of see your leadership at? You've done it for a fair few years now as skipper. Do you feel like you still can grow in that role?
I think so. I think you're constantly evolving. There's always things you need to get better at. Certainly learn a lot in the role. If I had my time again, I probably wouldn't have taken it on at such a young age. It's a challenge, but it's a wonderful part of being at the footy club, and I'm tremendously honoured to be the captain of the football club. It's something that I really treasure, and I think that I'm just fortunate enough to have a strong leadership group around me, and even though it's an expanded leadership group, it just means that there's more players who can lead, and that's what we're encouraging, is to get as many players as possible to feel as if they can take ownership of the list, and they can take ownership of the club and the direction they want the club to head. And I think that the more guys you have who can fill that role and play to that capacity, the stronger your team is.
Jobe, thanks for your time today.
No problem. Thank you.